It's it's a nervous laughter. We're like, it's all fine. Here we go, pistol round map 2. We'll see if Cloud9 can match MiBR. 4 players and over 20 kills in that opening map for MiBR. That is intense. Automatic is going to be the solo person in mid, and look at this push out of the B bomb site. coldzera spotted the aggression. He sees 2, and instead of trying to take advantage of that going to the A bomb site, MiBR consolidates closer towards middle.
I mean, if they knew there was a third man there, then they would probably feel like, let's just go, but only spotting 2, automatic. Can he stand up at the right? Oh my god, that's absolute execution, isn't it? Taking down automatic, leaving Skadoodle here by the truck to catch anyone trying to cross on over, which would be great. He's going to get shut down as well. For in charge of that. And that's going to be a quick bomb plant, and they're very far away from the bomb site, especially Stiko just now running out of the B bomb site. Golden has to stay alive, and the flashbang is so good. Oh no! Stewie running out of bullets. He wanted to take that fight, and I was going to say that would have probably even worked, but he had, what, 2 or 3 bullets left?
Yeah, misplayed from Stewie. Now this gives it a chance. Here's the smoke. There's one more smoke for the bomb. This could actually get real dicey, Anders. There's a good kill from Fallen, or I mean, excuse me, from Rush, and Fur responds with it over at the forklift. He's doing everything he can, and now Fallen can meet up with him, so they just barely hold on to it. But MiBR, that was, for getting 2 kills so cleanly, they did not have to keep the aggression levels up that deep into the round.
Yeah, that could have spiraled out of control. You could tell they managed to make it work. So 1-0 in their favor. Cloud9 just unable to hold on to the bomb site now. It's become very common, I think, to play retake on A in pistol rounds. So it's not really that Cloud9 didn't have anyone there. That wasn't a big problem. It was just that they lost so many players early on.
Yeah, I mean, the automatic went down for free, no cover. He just gets, one tap from above. Skadoodle didn't even really get a chance to respond, and really quick kill and clean up on him. And then all of a sudden you get the bomb plant and everyone's so far away. Decent trades. Automatic pushes door to find Stewie. Still a long way to go for Cloud9 to get back into this round. Stiko's got a scout, though. Playing outside of the B bomb site.
Yeah, see if he could land some shots with that. I feel like he's far away. I mean, this is a position that almost always gets smoked off when you try and go for it. So chances are he's not going to have much of a say if they get this way, and they will be. So we'll see. Yeah, that's the smoke. So very, very tricky. If he tries to push it, that's also maybe not going to be fun. And if he doesn't, Skadoodle will be alone. There's a team kill in the middle of it. I don't know why.
I did get a tank on Tarek. Oh, that's a nice tag right underneath the smoke for down to 8 HP. So an opportunity if they can clean that kill up quickly. If Golden hits this shot, going for the timing, spamming the deagle, and Fallen takes the risk. Bomb's going to go down, and how long do Cloud9 want to stick around?
Yeah, they can use all of this equipment in the next round, but if they try and stick around too much, as you said, if they give it up, then it's just going to be USPs, and always more fun to give yourself another chance once you've invested into it. A lot of damage actually being put in here. I mean, Fur on 8, Fallen on 8. I don't think they can win the round, but they can really make it expensive, and the Scout, they're gonna be hunting him. I'm not sure he's gonna make it out here. Oh, great play from Stiko. That's very good. Taking down 2. He can actually run back and pick up the AK-47, I think. So might be even that. No, he's gonna get run down. coldzera with revenge right at the last second.
Yeah, but they still lost a lot. Oh no, he does pick up the AK right in the last moment. That's huge. That's actually a pretty big deal. I was wondering why MiBR was chasing down that scout.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to dedicate that many bodies to it. It's still pretty expensive, all things considered. But the fact that he saves that AK is huge. So small sound issue on the stage.
Yes, it's
getting fixed up.
It's being worked on already.
We could yell over to him and say hi.
We could. You think that'd be distracting, maybe?
It probably would be the best idea.
For automatic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably. I would imagine the sound issue is more distracting than anything we could do.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we've come up with something else. We've got.
We always do.
We always do. This is just a regular beginning. I mean, obviously in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh man, that Inferno match was just so brutal for Cloud9. But 2-0, and it's almost certainly gonna be 3-0 here. But it's that 4th round that I'm really concerned with for Cloud9.
Well, at least they'll have Skadoodle with the AWP. He's got $3,400 built up. He didn't invest anything in that previous round, just the USP, so we'll see how that goes. But that'll be at least something nice. If they don't have the utility, you can at least You can at least rely on him to, or hopefully rely on him to pick someone off. The problem that they're going to have is with the way that MiBR is investing at the moment. 2 SMGs on the board. You imagine Fur's going to go for an SMG as well, especially on an eco run where they have no armor.
Yeah.
So if you're MiBR, as we saw in Inferno, likely they bring those SMGs into the 4th round, and that's when you can kind of expect maybe some kind of a fast explosion through a smoke at the B or A bomb site. That'll be, I think, the biggest risk for Cloud9's 4th round.
And we've seen those before. I mean, if you're playing on the CT side defensively on that forklift, and there's a smoke up in front of you, you don't hear the pin from the flashbang being pulled on the other side, or maybe you do, but you just don't turn in time, then that could be it for you. Like the MP7 is just gonna chew you up.
Or even for the B bomb site, just like you have that smoke in the choke point, and just one little flashbang through it, and you get caught in an awkward timing. Scary prospect. Fur is gonna have an AK-47. You can see it sitting on the ground right there. Picks it up, and here we go.
Yeah, good job on the admin team to just clear out those issues as quick as possible.
Oh, mate, Laurent.
Yeah, we love seeing that, don't we?
Yeah.
Stewie sneaking up with his back turned, waiting for maybe a flashbang. Not going to hear anything just yet. There is a big stack on this side, but they don't have any utility to try and really put up any kind of a defense. It's a bit of a shame when you've got this many people here, you know? Why not have just one? Just one.
It's a timeless question. Stewie gets dinked. He's going to fall away as well safely. Good call from him as the rest of Cloud9 kind of streams out. Molotov goes, no, it bounces off. Still right towards Golden, but he wins that fight. Immediate headshot. Fallen knows exactly where they are. They knows they're pushing door. He's got teammates coming up highway to help him out a little bit, and this has just gotten easy. Only losing Stewie with the MAC-10, so only 1 SMG for the next round. This might be a little bit more of a tempered 4th round from MiBR than I initially expected.
It could be, but I still agree though. I mean, I think it's a good way to use one of those SMGs on the T side, because it does get very strange. Like, you don't want to take a long range fight against an M4 with an MP7. Might be a good weapon, but it's really not designed for that kind of
No,
work.
it's not. It's really not. Here we go. Cloud9 though, decent nades, 5 smokes, 1 Molotov. No kits is a tough part, but a good amount of flashes, healthy amount of flashbangs. And you have Skadoodle with that op in middle. It seemed like him and Golden kind of get a little bit confused about where everyone's playing. They both went into connector. Now Skadoodle's rotating up towards A. And a default setup from MiBR. It's not going for any kind of contact at the moment. That SMG is still on Tarek, and he's got it in A main, just watching from far back. Stewie's trusting his teammates to use their utility to get him through that smoke. Flames on the ground. He wants control of checkers. He's crouched, he's blind, and he's just got to pray he doesn't fall.
That counter grenade coming out from the T side saves Stewie, but it doesn't even matter. Stiko will still follow it up and automatically get the kill on Cold Zero. Very disjointed. I think they got very confused what was happening there.
I think they got very confused about who was throwing which flashbang, and they seemed to get blinded by their own team's pop flash. Maybe one coming in from Cloud9, but yeah, that seemed very desperate. They really wanted to be aggressive, and just no one called it off when it didn't work. Great shot from Fallen, spotting Stiko over the smoke, and Fur has some space to lurk.
Yeah, see how he does in the middle here. He's going to reconnect with them through the vent, it seemed. I wonder if they're going to be able to break this. Automatic is out of grenades, so he can't really buy much time, but they have a crossfire between him and Golden. That's going to be a little bit difficult to break. Smoke goes up, but if they look the wrong way, he's going to come right through that smoke, surely. And now more reinforcements are coming in towards the B bomb site. They're running out of time. 20 seconds. Tarek will still pick up the headshot on automatic. Skadoodle gets one from the high ground, and he's going to get one more on Fur. Great opening right now here from Skadoodle. That will leave Tarek 11 seconds. He just has to try and go for it, and he's going to be downed by Golden. So good hold from Cloud9. They were off to such a good start. Would it be almost robbery if they couldn't close out the round?
Oh, that is a nice flick from Skadoodle. So quick, and great aggressiveness. Taking over on the retake before it really even had to begin. 2 kills for him to prevent them access to the bomb site and the bomb being planted. 3-1. Cloud9 holds strong. 3 players surviving as well, so they get to avoid at least like a super harsh reset. They can rebuy in this next round. Have some strong stuff. They have some money built up, just a minimal amount. Stewie's back on a CZ already. So at the breaking point for MiBR, Cloud9 would absolutely love to win this, but that is not going to go well. Fallen boosted up on the truck, and Golden's picked off at the highway box.
Yeah, what a way to go down. We see that boost often, and most of the time it's because the gap that you can spot is so small.
Well, we haven't really seen it be successful consistently anymore, because like it is like such a really small. It's like there to, if you do that boost, you're hoping someone just makes a mistake and wanders into it, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen too often anymore, and obviously this time, Golden gets punished.
One of those rounds that if Cloud9 want to avoid what happened on map number 1, which is the total breakdown of any kind of economy, then consecutive rounds is really the most basic thing you can ask for, which they never really got on Inferno. I mean, apart from like, you know, once or twice.
Yeah, that was harsh. So yeah, if you're looking for a good game here, if you're a Cloud9 fan or anything along those lines, pray that Cloud9 wins this one, comes back from this man deficit. Fur and Tarek have control of mid. Fur's pushed up already, ready to turn the corner, but he's got Skadoodle staring him down.
Well, this could be interesting if Skadoodle misses a shot. Fur could throw a really long flash, or Molotov back here. Yeah, he's primed it. I think Skadoodle's going to have to move somewhere else. We had the flow chart already. Yeah, he's going to have to move back. Fur goes down to Rush, so that's great defense put up by Rush, saving his AWP for the minute. And now they're slowing down a lot, MiBR. I'm not sure why it's this much either, because they're simply running out of time now. Skadoodle going to be going down, but Rush doing more work and coming from every single angle. He did the best that he could, but in the end, MiBR getting all the fights, and they had to as well. If they don't get all the fights on the people rotating on over like that, they run out of time to put the bomb down. I mean, that was a big risk.
Yeah, well, also, it's a big risk, but it's playing out perfectly. If you look at Cold's on the minimap, he's just slowly working his way in, right? And if you're Rush, like, you're doing as much as you can. 2 kills from that position from different angles is not easy. One towards highway, one towards the bomb site. And you're just hoping and praying at some point that one of your teammates is going to show up to alleviate that pressure. But you have Cold in middle just lurking his way into connector to deny that rotation, deny that support. And obviously, nice kills from Tarek as well. And now we have that reset. We have that nightmare for C9.
Yeah, we just brought it up, Moses. Maybe we made it happen.
They called this The Grudge, was the storyline of the day. It's a pretty scary movie. Did you ever see that?
I have. I didn't think it was that scary, but
all right.
But there were some good moments in it. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I don't generally do well with horror movies. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I'll find some good ones. I'll hold your hand if you need, Moses. We'll bring popcorn and stuff.
Not a huge fan of the scary.
We'll bring Dan. I bet watching horror movies with Dan will be absolutely hilarious.
It would be. That would be fun.
Automatic outside of the B bomb side alone, and I mean this is one of those rounds where you really, really want to get the first kill. That does not happen. Tarek will take down Rush. I don't mind that they try to go for it. I mean, you got to do something, but it didn't really work out. So Stiko and Automatic are now left in the middle, waiting. Oh, 1 headshot and a second follow-up. Beautiful work. I think Stiko's just been hitting some nice shots in this series so far.
Yeah, he's done all right for himself. For watching, like not ready for that whatsoever. You can tell doesn't really want to take this fight with 28 HP, waiting for Automatic to be the aggressor, flashbang in, and Fur's already gotten himself away. Automatic and Stiko, they should just be trying to save these rifles, but Automatic just sticking around to take this fight, and he is going to win it out in the end. There goes Fur. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be a fifth for MiBR.
And we're seeing what looks like, I mean, they were playing on the CT side on Inferno where they were doing so well, but even here on the T side of Cash.
Did you know the Portuguese fans call MiBR, they call him, I hope I'm not going to butcher this, it's like MiBR?
No, I didn't know that.
They don't really do the whole spell out thing.
All right. Did you say MiBR?
Yeah, the way I think it's their accent that makes it sound like a little bit of an A to me.
Okay.
But it might be like MiBR.
I can get behind that. I'm all right with that. MiBR is a bit of a longer thing to say, I guess. Listen, it will evolve over time, I'm sure. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll get it perfect. And you'll see Fallen with the AWP now. It's over by Squeak Door. A lot of opportunities to use that there. A lot of walls to shoot through that actually have not been utilized all that much. I'm just saying.
Yeah, imagine that.
Do you know you can shoot to the boost spot? The Shroud boost, Moses? Even from this side you can.
I believe it.
Yeah?
Listen, this map is made with influence by a legendary 1.6 player, so you gotta imagine there's gonna be some decent spams.
Yes, that's absolutely true. God, if you brought back 1.6 wall banging, that made a lot of people angry now.
You couldn't do it, could you?
No, in retrospect, it would.
It would ruin the game.
But, yeah, there's room for creativity still on this map, I believe.
There's room for creativity on this Cloud9 defense. We're gonna have to see them now. What they're gonna get up to. The tough part is like they've never gotten to that full losing bonus, haven't they? Like they have the heartbreaking win where it's like just that one win, like right in the middle of the losing bonus climbing. So they can't ever get like that large chunk of cash after a round.
They're not even good at losing, is what you're saying, Moses.
It is just like, please, just like, if you're not going to be able to win 2 in a row, just lose 5 straight, so you can finally get like an op with full utility or double op setup if that's what you want to go for.
I feel so bad saying that.
Yeah, you are. Well, you know.
I had to though.
I mean, that's what's weird. That's what you're normally like. You are an asshole, and like you have this image to the public as like this nice, respectful.
Yeah, I do get a lot of pleasure out of that, though. I do.
So now it's like when you say things like that, that is the real Anders that the rest of us know.
The mask is slipping off. The real personality is leaking out. Oh no. Somebody mute the microphone really quickly. It's automatic, that's alone with the AK-47. I don't mind that they try and save this. I mean, as we said, the money's been the really big problem. Every little bit that you can scrap together right now is going to make a difference. They get the kill. Can they pick up the AK? Yes, they can. Rush gets it. And Stiko still with the headshots. Again, he's been playing really well. They save another AK-47 into this round, which is huge. Otherwise, Golden would have nothing to... I mean, he wouldn't at least have an M4. He would have had to have played with like a FAMAS or a C-set or something. So it really makes a big difference that they could get that second AK.
No, that's huge, and obviously doing that extra deagle kill at the end. If you look at the money of MiBR, it's I mean it's not weak by any sense, but you have Stewie and coldzera at 250. So I mean, some pretty costly kills there towards the end. Smoke out mid early, gonna force Golden to use an HE. Him and Skadoodle are combined here. Rush is about at the top of highway, so they really have this lean towards mid. They want to be able to support if there's any kind of mid control from the Brazilians, but it's not coming quite yet.
Very slow start. It looks like they're expecting more aggression out of Cloud9, which is perfectly possible on Cash, and they did it in the pistol round. Remember, they had 3 people outside of B, but in these later rifle rounds, and I guess especially when you're losing this many rounds, it's very hard to pump yourself up to get very aggressive, you know? Automatic dodging the bullet. He was Molotoved out of the vent. Yeah, they're expecting the counter boost. They're just ready in case anything happens early on here. It's been a while though.
I mean, this defense just doesn't like it's kind of a cool setup, but it seems like it's positioned to be reactive, right? It's like they're expecting that mid take and then to do some kind of delayed take themselves to kind of counter that push. And since it never came in, now they have to kind of bust up and improvise on the fly. Golden's gonna play at the truck and he'll be having to swivel. Skadoodle's gonna have his eye on highway again from quad. Fallen's gonna challenge that flashbang out. Peeks underneath. That is a beautiful sequence. Even avoids, if there was a timing shot from Skadoodle, would have avoided it with that crouch. And now Tarek has free entry. Golden can do nothing. It's all on Rush and he's completely blinded. No backup for some time, and even so, you see coldzera once again sliding into position just to backstab, just to lurk. There's the flashbang. Stiko does get one, and coldzera's taken out. A 2-on-2 now.
What a comeback into the round here for Cloud9. Thought for sure they would have been out of it with that 2-on-4, but they managed to get a couple of kills, making it interesting. They have a smoke, and actually that smoke could block off a lot. Fur and Fallen both on the same side. Smoke goes up, and no, actually there's the flashbang for now. Bomb ticking away down below. Nice shot from Fallen, taking automatic off the forklift, and they won't guess that Fur is also in that corner. That's the big problem. They've just cleared that forklift area, probably thinking that's pretty much it, and no chance at all. Fur hiding in almost the same position. Very close, closer than it should have been. But I don't think they care on the MiBR side because it's still 7-1. They still have the money, and Cloud9 are just, they're not happy right now.
No, you can't possibly be happy. Just another round that goes by the wayside, and you had so much at your disposal there. You had the 2 AKs that you were able to save. You had all the extra cash from not having to spend money on those rifles. It's time. I mean, the next buy, small investment for C9 here. Then they're going to get the full losing bonus finally. And then we'll see what they got. I imagine they switch into a double op setup and see if that works. But I think more than anything, They haven't really been that aggressive outside of rounds where they only have pistols. We haven't seen them try and take map control. They're letting MiBR have a lot of space on this. Probably the best thing you can say about Cloud9 on this defense so far is the shots that Seiko's hitting with the deagle.
Yeah, I was just about to say, just let him keep that for the next rounds. Just don't even buy anything else.
Like just have him drop an M4 and keep a deagle?
Yeah, and have him cruise around the map, shooting people in the face.
Only Fur makes this play, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, and the problem is as well, when you get shot in the back, it's so frustrating for the whole team, isn't it? Like, what? How did he get there? Why there's no one covering? Getting back in, he actually he couldn't really know that they were going to be that far apart and that close, but still, does tell you what kind of a player he is and why playing against him can be so difficult. Skadoodle with that stolen AK, and then Rush with the C-set. 75 as Fallen goes down. This is suddenly very expensive. Tarek trying his best to get back in the round, but essentially playing 1 versus 5. Just not enough time for it. Rush will take him down, and Cloud9 get a round. It's out of nowhere.
Yeah, a couple easy individual kills. Obviously, Stiko pushing B catches one off guard. Fur with that kind of a play was definitely overextended. When he swings out to take a fight and someone's wider than he thought, he's just kind of screwed. And then Skadoodle, I think, got lucky with the AK through the smoke. So, I mean, a lot of things went wrong for MiBR that round, but fair play. Nice job from Cloud9. And that kind of a steal, you know, helps them out in a big way. We are going to see that double up setup come out.
And the steal is also timed with the fact that they can't buy rifles on the T side. So, like, there's like a double effect there, right?
Yeah, it is almost, it is like, it could end up being a nice swing of a round, couldn't it? Like, we'll see how many they can build upon that, but that can change the entire trajectory. So once again, last time this happened, unfortunately, on Inferno, when they had that chance to kind of turn the half in their favor, or turn something in their favor, they got kind of responded upon. MiBR, if they take this round away as well.
What's Fallen bought? Why is this happening?
He's just trolling at this point.
He bought this with no armor.
That's definitely a misbuy.
And he could have bought AK armor. So he had 3,700, so something like that. Skadoodle going to be taking down first, so another big start here. Fallen setting up for the smoke that lands on the right-hand side. Oh, actually a little bit further up there, towards the forklift, I believe. And grenades raining in. Should be a good beginning here. Tarek could have definitely got that kill, and if he had, that would have opened up a lot. But now it seems like they're a bit all over the place, and with the misbuy in as well there from Fallen, who knows what they're really thinking right now. But this is their bank right here. I thought it was
a pretty cool idea. I didn't mind it because Tarek's had a pretty hot hand. He's hit some pretty nice shots. So you put all the attention over towards the A bomb site, you pull that mid defender who's been rotating up highway away, and you let Tarek just kind of go take an aim duel at DM. He's been winning those fights frequently throughout this half, so fair play. This time it obviously doesn't work. Cloud9 handles it well. Rush, Golden, and Skadoodle all with 1 frag each, and we'll see how this goes. Rush is holding the angle.
Yeah, don't really want to show yourself too early here. Just make them commit to the bomb site before they get a chance to get any kills. That's not going to be working out. The SG-553. Instead, Cold Zero with the Deagle, same position.
No way he hits that shot.
No way, you say? I don't know if I would want to take that bet against Cold Zero. He's going to end up losing it. So, this time you're right, Mo. It's me to say it. But, you know.
I'm right way more than that. You just don't ever advertise it.
Yeah, that's how I make myself look better.
3-7. That's not a great stat if you're rooting for Cloud9. That one hurts just a little bit. 8-23 in rounds over the past 2 maps.
Yeah, but there's real potential right now. And I don't think 7 rounds is...
No,
it's comfortable, but it's not like, you know, you're not close to the finish line here.
No, T side on this map obviously seems to be much more powerful than it is on most other maps in the pool. So I think, yeah, 7 is okay. You're not going to be upset by it, but you're obviously looking for something like 8 or 9 is a little bit more realistic.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, that's not good.
All the pistols. Skadoodle getting run down in the middle of the highway. But there is a good response at least, and they can't get the AWP and sort of, you know, steal it somewhere, which would be annoying.
No, but they've taken so long. They didn't even move in towards vents. They have so many players underneath it, and now they have no pop flash, no utility to get anywhere else. So Golden is just going to tap away. I think 4 bullets, 3 kills for him. Not a bad sequence.
Oh,
There we go.
there's the teabagging out.
Get into a rush. Yeah.
That's what we want to see. Call it. I mean, yeah, that's interesting. Do you think? Do you think it could be some, like maybe not right now, but if it keeps going, if they keep playing, if Rush and Skadoodle and Automatic keep being sort of the core of Cloud9, could there be a long-term rivalry going on? I would love that.
That would be sick. I mean, North America could use like kind of like a pretty consistent rivalry. Well, I mean, I should just say the Americas, I guess, but you know, a team that with MiBR playing in the North American leagues, like they could use.
Maybe they would be motivated to practice if that was the case.
It is mad, isn't it? How every interview with a North American player is just like, yeah, people just don't want to practice. It's like, what happened? Now we got over this like a year ago.
And
it's every single North American player always says that.
Early exchange of damage in this round. Tarek almost went down to that AWP shot. Golden, on the other hand, is on 32, so hard to know if that makes a difference towards the end of the round. Again, they're spread out MiBR in a sort of a default setup, which, yeah, it's just a sort of a catch-all approach. You know that no one can sneak in anywhere on the map. You're not going to get shot in the back at any point. If they try and go aggressive, maybe you can punish that, but they really haven't been very aggressive, Cloud9. What have they done? Snuck outside B one round. They've, I think, tried to push into A main, but didn't even get, you know, anywhere close.
Well, you'd hope if they win like 1 or 2 more rounds on top of this, that maybe they start having confidence after that. They line up for Stico, but first shuts him down before it can even begin. And Automatic, he's going to get tested in a big way with this op smoke to just allow him to feel some measure of safety. It shouldn't be a whole lot. Now he's blind, now he's burning, and he's stuck against the boxes in the bomb site, and that's it. Rush and Golden just back away.
Yeah, that Molotov that lands on Automatic, I mean, even if he gets the first kill, that's just not going to make any difference with grenade usage. And now it's all about saving the rifles because, once again, well, I guess the money is actually a lot better now, right now for Cloud9. So they've got that going on for them. 3 rounds in a row has really helped them out.
Well, it massively helped at the first start, right? They got so many free guns off winning with those pistols that, you know, it just catapults your economy into a really good spot. There's the 8th for MiBR, so they'll be happy, especially with 4 players surviving.
Yeah.
But I think we'll see Cloud9 go back. I think this might be where they throw an aggressive round into the mix. You've got 4, you've got money. Take a risk.
Glad to see that Rush is really playing well in this game because he wasn't really there when we were playing on Inferno. So sometimes that's all you need. New map, a little bit of a break, and he's looking much better now. 8-4, the scoreline. Still that Galil in play on the T side. Tarek currently having it picked up. It'll be fun to see how far this goes. I still think if this could finish 8-7, if Cloud9 could win the last 3 rounds here, this is a very open game suddenly.
Very open. We'll see. What can Cloud9 bring out? No aggression again. Mid-control. Molotov up towards the boost spot. Golden and Stico with Skadoodle's cover are going to move forward. Not even boosted this time. I guess waiting for a jump. Oh, no, he's waiting for the counter push, right? Oh, and he almost had it.
That's so close. Yeah, good grenade coming out. Just punishing Golden for sticking around. Trading grenades, in fact, a little bit left and right, but you know, you hear that bullet just, you know, whiz it right over your head. You
got away with one.
Yeah.
Won't be testing that again. Rush challenging this with an AK-47. Skadoodle's inside that A bomb site with an op. Rush is going to play towards lockers, and I guess Skadoodle's going to buddy up with him. So it's great that they've pushed and they've got this control of A main. This is a pretty decent investment of resources, especially when you have Golden kind of backing you up on highway. Automatic with the first kill peering deep outside of the B bomb site, and they're going to have to go. They're going to be forced right into going at Rush and Skadoodle. There's the first kill. Rush along the wall, can't get anything done, but Skadoodle's going to go for the repeat. Golden's around, and but Skadoodle cannot fall away. He knows one's at door. He's got to make a decision, and he's trying to hold his ground and misses another shot, and it's getting closer to the jump down. Skadoodle turns the corner. The no-scope is in, and Tarek's in a 1-on-2.
That's so hard to play with your Skadoodle. Really, really well done. He could have easily... I mean, once he missed the shot towards the door, that's when he could have gone down, and it would have been a much worse position for them. So really well done. 8-5, and moving into round number 14 here. This half, first half, much different than it was on Inferno. Definitely more action coming out of Cloud9. More of them
Yeah.
are starting to wake up, which I think is good news.
Yeah, I mean, it's great if you want to see that third map. And, you know, there's a little bit of a rebuttal themselves, kind of punishing MiBR.
Always want to see that third map.
Always want to see a third map?
Every single
What if it's
time.
2 in the morning?
I don't care.
All right.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Gym's open 24/7, Moses.
I'm
we're
going to
going.
remember you said. Listen, just because you say gym on a broadcast doesn't mean anyone believes you actually go. I've personally never seen you in there.
Wow, that's, you know what? I'm going to take one of those gym selfies and put it on one of those where I'm standing at least near the weights.
Yeah, just with
Maybe
hand
I'll-
Resting on it.
Maybe I'll throw some water on myself to make it look like it was really a hard, really a hard workout this time. I'll stand near weights that are heavier than I can lift them, but it'll look cool.
Absolutely, you'll look great.
That's it. That's the plan.
Oh, here we go. Automatic has the corner, and Coldzera seemed to be aware of the possibility, but still gets caught out by it. Nades and utility being used by this defense. All 5 players from MiBR were on this side of the map, and now they're going to have to question whether they want to go. They've spent everything they have in this round as well. Good find from Stewie. A great rebuttal as Stico gives up the equalizer.
Same Molotov, and he's still standing in it. This time he's going to be down on the low ground, and there's no one pushing him, so that could have been scary, but he manages to get out of there. They've boosted Rush up in that corner over at the A bomb site, so they feel pretty secure about that, I think.
That's such a sick find for Stewie to go aggressive and get that kill. Look what it's done to the defense. Automatic has to be just honest with the possibility that someone could still be in checkers.
Yeah.
Skadoodle and Golden have rotated all the way over. Rush, yeah, he's boosted, but like, he is so alone in like 10 different ways.
Yeah, they just heard the AK of Stewie outside B still, so they, for all they know, you're right. Someone's in checkered, and they're still setting up for a B attack, and there's going to be a smoke landing on the other side to signal some sort of fake. Now, how many people are going to be drawn this way? Golden is making his way back. Skadoodle's still kind of close by, but see, Fallen has a Molotov. If he lands it on automatic again, that will just be devastating, won't it? He hears it. Fallen's got it primed. It's going to come in right now. I think it goes a little bit too wide, so he's got a bit of space to move on here, automatic. Oh, but that's a wide peek from Tarek. Instantaneous headshot and taking him down. Skadoodle hoping to catch someone. You can actually shoot through this wall. A little bit further to the left, or to the right, sorry. That shot did connect on further. He's not loving life at all, and even less so now that the M4 bullet lodged deep inside his skull there. It's now a 3-on-3 and jumping. Oh, that's Rush on the other side taking him down. But Stewie and Fallen return swiftly, and now Skadoodle, not much that you can do retaking with the AWP. He's going to have to save it for round number 15. Will be coming up soon. A 9th round for MiBR, which is, again, and now I think this first half is starting to look a lot better for them.
That was such a beautifully played round tactically in the terms of finding the kill to get into the 4-on-4, and from there you kind of pause, you fall back a little bit, you get passive, you let Cloud9 realize, you let those like internal clocks they have say, okay, they could have rotated to A at this point. Just check your flanks, throw some smokes towards that A bomb site and re-attack, because you don't need those players to commit all the way to the A bomb site, right? You just need to pull them away just far enough to where they cannot help automatic inside the site. Even so, he still had a shot. He had a chance here. This kill from Tarek, automatic just straight up missed it, which is, I mean, it happens.
Well, it's the difference between the close and the wide peak, right? If Tarek close peaks that one, he's destroyed by that AWP in 1 second. But because he took an extra step and a half out, automatic has to adjust just a little bit, and the headshot's already there. It's a beautiful peek from Tarek. Deep smoke there, right in there, so close to them. And this time automatic gonna go down to Fallen. Stico must be feeling incredibly lonesome right now. 5 people on the other side, and he is gonna go down to Stewie. Round number 15, not looking good for Cloud9 right now. For realizing catch someone. Oh my god, they lined up for that. They couldn't even see anything. Fur is just feeling it here towards the end, so devastating way to lose the 15th round here. You feel like you want a chance, you save the AWP, you want to do something with it. Not even close.
That push from Cloud9 seemed one of those like disorganized things that's kind of born from, ooh, that's cool. Born from, you know, just not being used to playing together, Automatic and Stico, or not having the theory kind of set down on how it's going to play out. It seemed like they were really kind of confused of who was getting aggressive and where. But obviously when that Molotov comes out from MiBR, which is a pretty standard Molotov right underneath the vent,
Yeah.
they're both forced forward. They're both forced to commit to that aggression, and then it's just like, well, we have nowhere to go for the next 7 seconds, so Surely we're both gonna die. Maybe.
Yeah, and when they went for it, it wasn't very combined, was it?
No.
It was sort of automatic, trying to take the fight with the AWP, and like there were no more grenades to put any pressure on the other side. It was all a little bit weird. 10-5 for the first half. Second half going to be coming up now. It will be MiBR playing on the CT side and Cloud9 on the T side. So I still think this could be salvaged. I think they can bring it back up there. I'm seeing some signs of improvement here for Cloud9. I mean, if one thing, Rush with 15 still leading on the server in terms of kills. Stico's still playing very well. Like, there's no one that's far behind. I think they've got what it takes here, Cloud9, to actually bring this game back, but they need a strong start once again. That pistol round's important. What's the best pistol round T side on Cash?
T side on Cash?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just come up with something. Make something up.
I always like the fast-paced plays out mid, and then you can choose to go to A or B. It's always my favorite.
Yeah, get that control.
Yeah, even though the Glocks aren't necessarily great at super long range, maybe get one of them P250, raid boss buys. Maybe get a Deagle or something like that. Henry always likes the one where it's like, what is it, 4 players indoor and he tosses some utility out main and 4 players just blow up into the bomb site.
See, I mean...
Here we go.
That's a risk, isn't it, though?
Oh, yeah, massive. But I think the one thing is, with the amount of teams that play like retake on that A bomb site these days, and I have been for quite some time, you can at least get a plan out of it, right? Usually.
I mean, I haven't been playing that much matchmaking with Henry lately, but whenever he has a plan, I always get a little bit scared. I'm never fully encouraged. I'm always like, oh.
I always buy into Henry's plans.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just say, all right, I'm in. Just for the sake of it, just because I like it when Henry's plans go to hell, and then you always like to see his reaction. Nice shot from Stewie, and this is a fake. This is actually a desperate pistol round. I don't like this pistol round. It's puggy, it's scrimmy, it's a 4-1. So they want to get into this B bomb site, which they are, but they're losing too many players. Scoodle has to make his move now to plant the bomb over at the A site. He's got to get it down because all of his teammates are dead. And now he's in a 1 versus 4. They just got wrecked by coldzera.
Yes, they did. And what a fight that's heading Skadoodle's way. He's got 20 bullets back here, and there are 4 people coming. And lucky for him, they don't have any grenades that they picked up. So that's the only thing that he can. Maybe he could play the corners long enough here. But they're just running onto the site. A little bit of damage, tapping the bomb a single time, and he's going to go down. coldzera ending the round. Triple kill for him. And MiBR are going to be able to pick up the pistol here. So it doesn't fully secure it, but we're, again, just like on Inferno, we're so close that they're not going to have many chances to make any more mistakes here. Nice
little bait and switch for Stewie and coldzera on checkers.
Yeah.
Worked out perfectly. Opening kill to Stewie, and then coldzera is just lying in wait. 11-5 now. The plant means Cloud9 will save in this round, maybe buy up like a little bit of utility just to try and get into the site again, but the AK's in the next. 4 SMGs.
Yeah, there's a Deagle on Stico, and I applaud him for it.
Tarek's the reasonable one.
You always know that something is off when you have to say that.
Yeah. Don't expect that out of a guy who made his career off eating cereal while shirtless. On cam.
I agree. I agree, though. It's a shame that he stopped from doing that. Well, the M4 certainly paid off. Could have maybe been a couple of more kills if they had just lined up a bit better for him. And Fallen will clear it out. So the SMGs get part of it too. They save the M4, and that's 12-5, nearing the end, maybe at least of this cash map. Just 4 more rounds needed for MiBR, which is, it seems likely that will happen, doesn't it?
Yeah. Tony needs to work on that joke a little bit. Needs some polishing. It's not his best work.
No, but he's got the right. I think he's got the right ingredients.
He's onto something,
he's
right?
Onto something,
That's what I'm saying. He needs to tweak it here and there.
Yeah. Does Summit still get upset when people bring that up?
Why would you? Like, it's just like free advertising at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embrace the meme.
Every time someone gets killed by Molotov in professional Counter-Strike, Summit's name is everywhere.
It's true. It's a good point.
Increases his brand presence.
Every time I'm near a cream pie, I think of you, Moses. There's.
How frequently are you near a cream pie, Anders?
I think I never tasted it. I just don't know what it's like. Is it good?
I've never had one either.
Well, you've had two. We'll get you one. I'll get you one.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Round number 18, and 3 M4s, the 2 MP9s against A reasonable buyout of Cloud9. I mean, you wish they had a bit more utility. This is at the stage where you can't throw any, like, you can't throw some smokes and go somewhere else and then come back and do something else. Like, you just don't have enough for it, really. So probably you'll have to commit to it the first time around. And Stewie and Cold Syrup holding the B bomb site. This could be a little bit interesting. That MP9 in the back, I mean, they have a Molotov for it. Rush, not sure where it's going to go. So far untouched by that. Cold Syrup up on the high ground. Flashes are going everywhere. He's still going to go down, but the bomb gets dropped. That's going to buy a little bit more time for the rotation. Fallen actually trying to see if he could stop Automatic even picking it up. Just being a little bit annoying there. Finally, the bomb is picked up, but yeah, they're going to be right on top of it here. 3-on-3. Let's see if they can go for it.
Fur's going to take Fallen's position up in the vents. They've got plenty of utility. 2 smokes still. Molotov, plenty of flashbangs. That's to help block off Automatic, and that's going to be tough for him to manage his attention. They just use all the utility, and actually seems like they're... I don't know if they're giving up quite yet, but they certainly want to change the angle of attack. There's the flashbang. Fur's going to lead the way. Here they are. The SMG coming out first. Fur down to 39 HP. Automatic wins that fight, but Fallen's able to pick him off from above. Nice teamwork there, but they still have to clear out the bomb site. 2 flashbangs, all that's left on Tarek and Fallen. Taking the spray, taking the fight, but now the 2 Cloud9 players. Tarek, his objective change is take all the guns away. He can only get 1, and Cloud9 on the board.
Yeah, big round win. Bit of a scrappy start, but they made up for it, and the 3-on-3 looked like it was just always going to be in their favor. Very hard to retake that B-bomb site from the CT side unless you have a lot of utility.
You could see that, well, they did have a lot of utility, but you could see they were trying to get tricky, right? With like the utility used over towards A, run back out towards the vents.
Yeah.
At least got them that first kill, but from there it was kind of just a little bit tough to manage. None of the utility actually went into the site when they were taking those fights. Still a big lead and a timeout called as MiBRs figure out if they want to buy or save here, and I think they should save, but they're not.
And no.
They're going to get 2 ops, and they're going to get upgraded pistols behind those. So I mean, see, the reason I say they should save is because they still up by 6 rounds. This is, even if this works out, right? This is a risk that you don't necessarily need to take because you have rounds to play with. Why not save 1 more? Then you can have 2 ops and rifles or SMGs or whatever it might be.
I agree, and I mean, the chances that you'll win sort of the last 4 rounds based on rounds like these or full buy rounds, it's obviously going to be the full buy round that has the bigger shot. So
also, if you're going to have someone double opping, I would say not have Fur, but I mean, he's got to call it. He doubles him up. Golden's down to low HP.
Yeah, if he got Golden as well with that 1 shot, that would have been too much to handle. Cold Syrup just needs a single bullet there. And he would have been able to finish off Golden, but they're making their way onto the side. Tarek is very quick with the flank in the middle, so that might be interesting. 5-7 here, and Skadoodle seems to be aware of it. He's actually checking for it a couple of times, turning around every couple of seconds there. If he was to catch that kill, that would help them so much. A second flank is now coming in. Cold Syrup being boosted in the middle. The bomb is being planted right in front. It's still a 4-on-4. So much on the line here. MiBR, they've forced into this round, and it's a really expensive buy with a double orb. There's Tarek taking down Stiko. Now it's a 3-on-4. And now Automatic still in main waiting, so he could do a lot of damage from here. No one's going to challenge him for the minute. He's got that AK-47, going to get the kill, and yeah, they lock it down. Great end of the round here for Cloud9. Good fight selection.
Yeah, did a great job keeping their composure. Probably awkward, and Skadoodle, you could see him checking behind him for that flank. There was no pressure actually being applied to the bomb site, so he probably felt like something was up, but the risky buy does not pay off, and we'll see now what the true cost of that investment is for MiBR as this half goes on. You are a madman.
Yeah?
A madman.
He just has that really quiet look, doesn't he?
I believe he called it farm boy strength.
Farm boy strength.
Or farm boy something.
Where is he from? Is it Iowa?
Iowa.
All right, I wasn't making that up.
Not to be confused with Idaho.
Oh.
2 states that even people in America know nothing about. Idaho has potatoes.
All right. That can't be bad.
Iowa has a Slipknot album named after them. That's about all I've got.
That's your trivia?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think that's good, Moses. 7-12, 20th round, and they've got that 1 flashbang we always talking about, Moses. We should give them credit when they do it. We always complain when they don't. Listen,
that's your thing. It's like...
I love it.
Like you better freak out if anyone ever spams that bomb site box on overpass.
Oh, I'm ready for it. Flashbang went into the middle, so good on a fight there, and they got 2 kills from it. So, you know, why not? Stuff probably worth it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I've had conversations outside of tournaments with you know, with the Astralis saying, "Come on, guys, shoot at that box." You know, how hard can it be?
What'd they say?
Not really much.
Not really much.
I think they were at the back of minds thinking, when is Anders going to leave the office?
Yeah, probably.
Can he just go away?
Can he please just stop trying to tell us how to do our jobs?
Yeah.
Do they ever come up to you and tell you how you should cast?
Yeah, they do actually. So I guess no, but they do sometimes say like, listen, you guys are focusing on the wrong thing here. You know, you're missing this part of it. Fair enough. I don't mind that. I think it's great. I love learning things about the game if someone wants to tell me.
Okay. You should just blame it all on DJ. Be like, we can only talk about what's shown on the screen. So it's obviously the observer's fault.
I do like blaming DJ, actually. I think that's a good idea. But you know, I'll tell you this. In Cologne, when they did that boost on Dust 2, Astralis, that was all me. So sometimes, like, 1 in 100 things I tell them is partially useful.
Okay.
I think that's a good ratio.
That's not bad. I mean, it's still a failing grade, but
yeah,
we're fine with it. 12-8. As these two teams have both kind of slowing down. No aggression on the CT side, no ops on the CT side. Cloud9 very content with just spreading out into a default, making sure they don't get punished by anything early.
This double boost in the A-bomb site, if you fight for early on and then you get the kill on him or he runs away, it's very hard to check for Tarek as well, isn't it? It doesn't look like it's going to really come into play, and I don't like this setup from Stewie and Cold Zero. How are they going to help each other out? That smoke might have been very valuable. Trying for the one-way. It looked like Stiko was well away. He knew that. Definitely seen that before. Cold Zero going to get 1 kill, but Stewie surely he's not going to live long. He almost gets the double. Pistols out. It's still a 2-on-2. I don't know how he stayed alive that long. It's a good kill for Stewie and Cold Zero to do as much as they could. Fallen able to get that shot, dropping the bomb with 15 seconds left, and Skadoodle. He's been the hero a couple of times already in the tournament, but he's going to have to do it one more time here. 55 health, 9 seconds as he goes for the bomb plant, and they're right on top of him. They give him no space whatsoever. MiBR picking up the round, 13-8. Now they're very close, and, well, the money is going to be here this time for Cloud9, but next round it won't be.
Fallen just called Skadoodle's bluff when he went for that plant, and Golden trying to cross a little bit for that smoke plumes. This little jump. And the one before where he stayed inside the smoke and Skadoodle was hoping he would run through it. Nicely done from Fallen and MiBR. 13-8 now as they inch closer to taking this series in 2 maps. SMG on Stewie, but there's still another buyout in the field for Cloud9. Still not out of it just yet. AKs, 1 CZ on Skadoodle. Plenty to fight with.
Yeah, absolutely no issues. Tarek holding very close. Not hearing anyone. A little bit of a jump on the other side, so I guess that's so much has been given away. See what can happen. It looks like it might be a fairly quick execute when they do this. Rush and Skadoodle are close enough by. The smokes are up. Stiko's holding on the other side with B, so Stewie snuck into the middle though. That could be devastating for them.
I could indeed, although you imagine if they'd rotate back, they'd at least be cautious coming around that corner. They haven't had any eyes on it for about 30 seconds. All this information, Stewie hears this boost. He's got everything he needs. Risking it, glancing the other way, turns this into a crossfire, gets 1 kill. Now he's got to let Fallen take the next piece of aggression. He just has to worry about his back. Rush can do nothing about it. Skadoodle's only got the pistol, and he's going to go down. There's the bomb on the floor, and that's perfect. Stewie putting his faith in Fallen, and it is rewarded. It's now a 2-on-4, but Automatic's going to get him started into this A-bomb site. Shut down quickly by Fur. Should be a 14th now for MiBR. Stiko is in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, good communication there between Fallen and Stewie. We really see how that worked out. And Stiko, the problem again is the time that's left, 15 seconds. He can take this one fight, then he has to go more or less straight for the plant, otherwise he is going to be pressured too much. Realize there's someone in the middle there, makes the cross on over without getting shut down, and the bomb will be planted. So still another chance he makes it just out of that range. Otherwise Fallen might have had him, could have been a little bit closer maybe, but leading back, not ready for Cold Zero. That's That's the problem. He just doesn't know where they are at that point in time.
Well, he needed to move. He needed to move quicker than that. You know, once you get that bomb planted, like you have to get out of the way. You have to find some way to get in cover. You have to take a fight somewhere if you're not going to get into cover. So something. Unfortunately, coldzera probably got there just, as you said, a little bit quicker than he expected. So no warning bells before that peak. Does get the plant. The extra 800 is going to help out a little bit. They're still not going to have a whole lot to fight with. Stiko will be able to get up that rifle, and that should be the only one. SMGs and pistols on the others. So it's looking like we're nearing the end, Anders.
Yeah, again, and partially because of the money that's on Cloud9, they sort of fall back into that. It was obviously a lot better in this map than it has been on Inferno, and it doesn't have to be over yet, but the money makes you think setting up very good executes is just not easy. Good double spray down from Tariq, putting Stiko and Rush in the grave. And on the other side, Fur is ready for anyone to come out. Actually, he's going to get that kill stolen from him by Fallen. Almost getting the kill. Skadoodle tabbed in the face with the USP, and coldzera with the double to close out the round. 15-8 now, and it is series point for MiBR. And I mean, again, you need the weapons, Moses.
Yeah, well, I mean, you also, we touched on it a number of times when Cloud9 was on the CT side, just no real aggression coming out for them. So you see like that little pop flash through the smoke. Doesn't always work. We see it get shut down frequently, but if you time it properly, like it's been so deep into this half, right? And it's nearing the end. It's when Cloud9 is getting a little bit more and more desperate, and maybe the focus slips, and this time he gets pop flash through and he gets 2 kills out of it. So those kinds of things just to keep the other team off or honest. You know, they're lining up for a hit, and all of a sudden they lose 2 players out of nowhere. Those are the kind of things you can mix up in, and now there's a 3-man defense here at B.
Yeah, they were boosting to look into the sunroom, and they actually almost caught Golden. That could have been really cool. Fallen in the corner with an AWP. Maybe with an M4, this would be a little bit better, but this could get too close. Maybe. Tariq goes down, but Stiko burns alive inside of the Molotov, and now Fallen scoping around the corner. He wanted to flash himself in, but he's just going to go straight for it instead. Still trading in a 3-on-3. Stewie covering the back, so Rush seems weirdly locked in. He might be going down, and if he does, they're going to realize no one else is here. Great from Rush. That kill is so big on Stewie. Might keep them alive a little while longer. Fur is going to be dropped as well, and now it's cold. 1 versus 2. Bomb is going to be planted on the other side. What a strange round.
Yeah, I don't know how Cloud9's got out of this one so effectively. Tariq gets dropped down in middle, forces Fur to rotate back, but he got over to that A bomb site in time, just couldn't find the kills. So coldzera, does he want to go for this? Might as well at this point. You have such a large lead. Money's not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you probably just want to see if you can end it as fast as you can. Maybe if you'd have found someone really early on, that would have made his life a bit easier, but they stayed hidden inside of main. And he couldn't have forced them out anyway. With a smoke, maybe he could have, but otherwise not. So another round for Cloud9, 15-9. And can they save the AWP? Yes, they can. Heads up play.
That's not bad at all. Pass that over. He can get an M4. I imagine, considering some of the buys we saw to them earlier, that we'll see MiBR buy up again. Maybe just a half buy, a light buy. Keeping some money in the bank.
I mean, they earlier in the game, they bought double AWP and pistols, so I feel like they've set the trend. They've set the mood for us right here. They want to see if they can finish it. A couple of deagles, that UMP.
The nice thing, though, about this purchase, is in contrast to the other one, is they have money behind it still. You know, it's not putting them out. Oh! Out of my face, Stiko. MiBR up a man, as Stewie provides the opening kill.
Yeah, that's going to make the whole team just take a deep breath.
Reconsider their life decisions.
Yeah, they go back. A couple of people in through the vents. Oh, Fallen getting caught in an uncharacteristic way. That's unfortunate. That actually just gives up the whole B bomb site right then and there.
Gives up the round.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do anymore. Golden, nice aggressive angle that Stewie's not prepared for. So this round is slowly just going to trickle away from MiBR. Trying to do what damage he can. coldzera falls, and yeah, the rest of Cloud9. There's no armor, there's nothing really to save, so you could go for some kills, but not a huge deal. Whatever route they take.
Don't usually see Fallen get trapped like that. So, you know, feel like he's almost always aware of what's going on.
Yeah, but it's awkward rotating back to that B bomb site when there's been no one there, because you don't know if someone's lurking in towards checkers, and you know, you don't know if someone's coming through the vents, and the timing of it all can be very awkward. And if you try and get into the bomb site super quickly, you kind of give up your position and allow them to kind of peek you and find those kills. So it is a bit weird. And obviously, especially with the AWP, you're sitting there and you're like, well, I'm going to be useless if they do actually hit this site if I'm playing from this choke point, because it's going to get smoked off. So you have that like desire to get into the bomb site.
Well, they save an AK-47. That's something to work with, and they're just going to keep buying. Don't really care. I mean, again, the buffer is so big, the gap between these two teams, that MiBR, if they really need to at some point, they can go for like a really hard save, and probably that by then they'll have enough to buy. Anyway, it's not so bad. I mean, it's M4s. That AK that was saved, they've got a kit picked up as well. It's obviously a lack of grenades, but it's actually better than I thought it would be. Again, no aggression from MiBR early on here.
It's really cool. At least they're already out mid. They can start applying some pressure. Golden leading the way. Kind of surprising to see the general in these advanced positions, leading from the front. Yeah,
usually you wanna make sure that you've got a specialized player for it. Look, Golden has had some really good shots, I feel like. So maybe he's just feeling it. There's a couple of shots ringing through there, taking Tariq down to 20. Guess that's a fair trade for Automatic being on 8. Stewie and Cold Zero inside this bomb site. There's only one Molotov here, so they can't clear out the whole bomb site. They're actually going to use it for the back of checkers, where, to be fair, Cold Zero has been in the past, so they just want to make sure they don't get shut down like that again. Pop flash coming out for Stewie. And now he's going to smoke up in front of him. Cold Zero, this is a great angle. That's very hard to catch with your rush. Golden will return. Not a bad job at all, and a great double kill, in fact. Golden cruising in and making it work, and that should be the round, more or less, here. 2 on 3. Tariq and Fur. Well, Tariq is close enough, but Fur is far away.
I'm actually surprised that Cold and Stewie, I mean, there's a lot of power in that defense, and they both decided to try and play it like a little sneaky, right? Using the smokes to create a new angle for themselves. And Cold Zero, obviously, that first kill is easy, and the second one even had the shadow to help him out, which is why you saw him pre-fire.
Yes.
Regardless, so another round for Cloud9, and all of a sudden that gap, we've been talking about it. It was what, 12-6 at one point. I mean, and it's been pretty spread out at times. It's not really that far anymore. Cloud9's within striking distance.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They're really making it back. Rush is still playing a good game. 25 kills on him. Golden catching up with 19. Yeah, I would want to get just a bit worried. I have never been a fan of this position, not the one that Cold Zero is holding, but the Stewie's holding, where he's sort of close to that box. I just always think it's a little bit weird. Smoke up, I guess you're right, it does create sort of a wall that he can use, but...
Well, it's also for the Molotovs, right? When you firebomb the site, and he obviously didn't know at the time that there's only one Molotov left on Cloud9. They couldn't have really just blanketed the whole site in flames. Regardless, tough. It's getting hard for MiBR to close this one out. We'll see what they've got next. It's been a while since we've seen an AWP in their hands, it feels. Stiko turning the corner, spamming in through the smoke, and a passive defense this time from the Brazilian-American mix.
I like that. I think the other problem that they're having right now on the CT side is that if they want to go for some aggression, let's say they think, okay, let's pull out some sort of trick at the end here. All we need is one round, you know. I think the closer we get towards the finish line, the more Cloud9 are going to try and be prepared for that kind of thing. You know, it's unlikely that they're just going to roll into A main and not be ready for a pop flash, you know? So those kind of plays also become a little bit more tricky, I think.
Yeah, they've got the focus back now that they've won, what, like 3 rounds in a row. So, I mean, the longer it goes on, you're right. They will be a little bit more prepared or a little bit more expecting of something of that nature. Tariq is boxed in. He's getting wrapped upon from door, and there is Fur here now. And Fur just pretty much has to make a play. It's not going to be easy, and he's got to be honest. He's got to consider the fact that middle is a possibility, but they still haven't crossed. So he's got a chance to get back into the action, but going to be locked out now.
Yeah, that smoke providing the coverage. Stewie almost winning the fight. Fur to follow it up. And again, as long as Cloud9 don't really show themselves here, very hard for the CT side to go and dig them out of this one. They don't have the grenades, and looks like they do want to fall back, which makes all the sense in the world. A 12th round now for Cloud9. A big comeback in the building right now. Again, 10-5 in the first half in favor of MiBR. So, yeah, it's been a lot going in Cloud9's favor in the second half at least. I wonder what's going to happen. I mean, I still would like to see MiBR try some sort of crazy trick, you know?
Okay, like what? What's a crazy trick?
3-man push into squeak door on the CT side.
All right, yeah, that is crazy.
That's what I'm on.
That's a bit too much, I think, Anders.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people to go into a very narrow choke point.
It was so crazy, I heard even Yanko laughing at it.
From across the studio.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they need to do anything crazy. I think this is just kind of, I think they need to just play like standard stuff. I really wanted to see coldzera and Stewie that round they were defending B just like take fights. I don't want to see them like playing like, you know, creatively scared behind smokes and everything like that. Like don't give them the space to wrap around that bomb site. Exert a little bit more presence if you're MiBR. At the moment, mid is coming in. Stewie's hiding inside that smoke, getting spammed, holding his nerve, 19 HP. There's the flashbang, and he somehow does not get that kill. Even falling damage doesn't complete it for him.
Oh man, they didn't see him, by the way. They just tapped the smoke to check, and he was almost left alive to get that kill. That could have been interesting. coldzera now must be feeling lonesome on this side. Again, they have the Molotovs. They've been clearing this corner before with the Molotov, and Fallen can't help him out. If that grenade goes in, he's on his own. And it will be landing deep in the back. He still picks up a kill. That's a big one for coldzera. He was pretty much made irrelevant almost immediately. And Fallen, not sure if they're sneaking in through the middle. He's got so little backup. He's worried about his own position right there. 13 health left, and the grenade on top of him will absolutely end him. Now, Tarek and Fur, 2 versus 3. The bomb is about to go down. Cloud9 have definitely found their groove here. Oh no, more Molotovs.
Delay is going to allow MiBR to actually make something of this retake. Fur needs this kill onto automatic. He's not going to get it. Had the flank, needed to find that quick, and they all zone in next on Tarek's position, and he can feel the eyes upon him as he backs away. So yeah, 13th round for Cloud9. 1 kill in middle. And you open up everything. You can split that B bomb site coming through vents. coldzera can't do anything about the Molotov, a desperate situation.
Yeah, it's really getting close now, and again, the setup they had last time was, I guess they were both close to each other, coldzera and Stewie on that bomb site, so they could have sort of trade fragged a bit more, but because coldzera was alone and Fallen was rotating into position when the actual execute was happening, it was very hard for them to help each other out, you know?
Fallen even gets that first kill, which is nice. Tough part is there's just no saving coldzera at that point, is there? I did find it interesting that Fallen's brain kind of went to checking if there's going to be a flank from middle.
Yeah.
That seems like I mean, I'm not like faulting him or making a mistake, but you're just focused on so many things, right? He's got to worry about, you know, someone pushing up close, coming up the ramp, someone in checkers holding the angle, and now all of a sudden he's thinking also about his flank.
Yeah, and I just saw the social media feed down at the bottom. Jonathan was excited that we're going to maybe have a full comeback here. Cloud9 fans have stuck around for this, so maybe they're going to get what they wanted. 13-15, 29th round, and again, the weaponry for MiBR is not looking good, whereas Cloud9, again, they're back on track, and you almost wish that they could get a chance to fight for overtime right now, because then you know, maybe they could show us what they've really got. It's been too much of a slow start in both the 2 first maps here. They've had to fight their way back. Maybe at the 3rd map they could be fully ready.
Certainly some of their, I mean, you mentioned it, that first map, you know, when you're getting blown out, maybe just hope and pray that the one thing it did serve was to get other players coming online. It certainly looks that way in Cash. Fur inside the bomb site. Fallen rotating over. Here come the Molotovs, going to do what they can with these. How many times have we seen these pistols just shut down a comeback? Fur inside the smoke. There goes Rush. He can do more with this, and he finds Golden. Needs to get that gun on the ground. He has it, and he's still alive. Tarek has fallen, but they have control of the site still. 40 seconds left, and Cloud9 with Stiko in mid, they're committed to this bomb site.
Oh, that's so dangerous. Automatically now making it back out of Squeak again. Can they break the crossfire? Fur firing that gun. He's going to miss the opportunity. Fallen finally gets the kill. It took a while. And now it's all on Stewie with the scout over by the truck. The bomb is definitely going to be going down now. Going to try and put up a smoke, and I don't think Stiko's going to respect that for very long. Actually, climbing up the ladder could be very dangerous, and he's going to go down. And now it's a one-on-one. Automatic on the other side versus his old teammate. Stewie ready, and the leg shot not even happening. Automatic will take him down. Triple kill, saving it. 15-14. And we're going to go the full distance. All 30 rounds here on map number 2.
That is 6 in a row now for Cloud9, and they were really tested inside that bomb site. Sicko's got to be careful. No point for him to climb up that ladder inside of the smoke.
Was that 6 rounds in a row as well for Cloud9?
Yeah, 5 of them plants. Like 5 of them, they've had no issues getting into the bomb sites during these rounds, up until pretty much that round right there, where MiBR was able to keep them out of it with the pistols. Fur had a great double kill. But now it's a double up setup for MiBR, and Fallen wants to get aggressive.
You feel like they could have had this 4 rounds ago if they had saved more, right? They've actually pushed it to the 30th round before they were able to pull this out.
Yeah, well, it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Look at these off angles.
Yeah.
Neither op are walking into it. Smoke gonna go up. Fallen wants to push, and he's gonna stay scoped. He doesn't want them to hear it when he scopes back in. He's got Russian Stiko against the wall. He's looking for them to go deep. There it is. There's the find. Nice patience from Fallen. Slowly hunting his prey, and he's rewarded as now he falls back into the site.
I would be so mad if that was me on the other side. I'd just be so mad. Fur took a bit of damage, actually, the random shots coming out from Golden there. But losing a man early on in the 30th round, we've fought all the way. You won 6 rounds in a row. A 7th would bring you overtime, and that might be all you need, but is it going to be quite enough here? Good counter grenades coming out. Golden takes down Fur. Tarek fighting to try and get a little bit of control right here. Standing out in the open for a long time as Fallen goes down. Golden with a double kill. It's looking much better. Deep grenade going to take care of Skadoodle by the forklift. A follow-up as well. If that had been Golden instead of Stiko, he would have been out of the round. Boost in the back line, 3-on-3. If they see this boost, though, they definitely know where 2 out of 3 players are, and that's a lot of information to work with. Grenades going high. They haven't seen anyone yet. Stewie's right in front as Golden takes a 3rd kill, trying to bring it into overtime. Automatic as well, and it works. Stiko with the kill on Cold Zero, and we're going to do it. Overtime, ladies and gentlemen, on the 2nd map.
That is an unreal comeback from Cloud9. So well played, and MiBR just couldn't close out any rounds. They had advantages a lot of times in some of those rounds. Never able to bring it home, and that can haunt them if they come back into it. Golden, of all people, to provide the opening, not just on Fur. He found the next one on the Fallen. Talk about some critical kills. Even with the 5-on-4, MiBR plays a retake and just simply can't hold on to this bomb site, and way too comfortable for them in the retake. And now we go away from all those money issues. We've got the, it's the 10K start money?
It is the 10K. I'll avoid the discussion about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, C9 loves overtime. Indeed they do. I think especially when they were about to be destroyed on the 2nd map. So, getting overtime.
It did feel like it was going to be another blowout, didn't it?
It really did.
I'm impressed they were able to stop that.
Good job all around. Fallen looks like he's still keeping the focus, and they should. Again, some of those 4 spies from MiBR in those last 7 rounds, you know, even at the time we were questioning. It isn't even just retrospectively. We were questioning it in real time.
Well, now they're going into the double up as well to start out overtime on CT. So we've seen how this plays out before. If they don't win this round and they lose the next one, that 3rd round, they're playing with pretty much pistols. So you got to be really careful. Even next round, they could be hindered in some way. So MiBR's got to be careful with this kind of a tactic to bust it out so early on. Especially considering, I mean, we can't see the scoreboard anymore. It was what, 7 or 8 rounds in a row for Cloud9 to force OT? That's wild.
7, I believe.
Nicely done from them. Tarek's going to get boosted up. Golden at half health. It's over towards the boost box, and nade tossed over. Contact play for Cloud9. Fallen's not ready for it. He just wanted to close the door. They check the boost. Tarek can only get 1. Shock and awe for Cloud9. They've picked up the pace. And a surprising tactic to start out OT.
That is so ridiculous. He's just trying to close the door. He doesn't want to buy any of your cookies or anything like that. They just absolutely destroy him. Fur and Cold Zero, what do you do at this point in time? Just try and save it. Again, with 10K, you do need to save, especially the WP. It is an investment.
Yeah, this is so costly. And if I'm golden, I'm on the hunt. I'm saying, screw it. I'll try and chase him down. I'll see what I can get. Just go for something.
Yeah, you should be. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to let him walk away with it for free. You, on the other hand, can afford to lose the AK-47. When you win the round, it doesn't matter. So there is definitely a reason to do that. He is trying golden. He's just not finding him, which is not his fault this time around. So 16 to 15, Cloud9 winning the first round of overtime. And that would make it 8 in a row now, if you count regulation. This is just... Excuse me, sir, would you like to talk about our Lord and Savior? Oh, God.
Then he gets hit with the hand of God anyways.
Absolutely smited. 16 to 15, and yeah, because they saved the one AWP, they buy another one, and we're back at the double AWP setup. So it makes sense to me. But again, if they lose this round, the third round of overtime probably will be almost for free for Cloud9, because then they'll really be broke on the CT side.
Well, I mean, they're going to have a decision to make in this round, right? Like, if you're MiBR in a situation where it's like a 3-on-4 in a retake scenario, do you save so you can fight for that third round? You know, like you don't want to give up an overtime round to begin with. So it's going to be a really tough call for them if they get to that situation. We'll see, though. I mean, they just have had nothing to really lean on. They've had no success on this defensive side in so long.
And I'm still confused because we've seen very few aggressive rounds. Fallen, where he snuck through the smoke, that was cool, and that really helped them out.
The pop flash for Tarek through the smoke as well.
They're pop flash for Tarek, but they're sort of individual rounds, like 3 or 4 of them across, you know, the whole span of it. And they're in similar positions. There's so many other ways you can do this on cash. There's no reason it has to be at A main only. I was saying 3 men through Squeak, but it could just be 1 or 2. Like, you can try it, and if they look the wrong way, then you get a kill and you run. The
problem with that now is you're an OT, right? You don't want to be risking that, especially in a situation where that third round of OT, if you lose this one, you're playing with just pistols, so you're definitely not going to risk it here.
Yeah.
And just in general, overtime, teams play a little bit safer. Here we go. Rush out mid. Wallace smokes to deny information. The bomb is waiting outside by Sunroom. Fallen is going to spot the information. You imagine he's going to rotate over to B-bomb site quickly. It's Cold Zera and Stewie on the hold. This time both in the site. Cold Zera's got the op.
Oh wait, that one Molotov failed on the high ground. It didn't actually land. I think it would have landed right on Cold Zera. So that's a really big difference. They try and boost our way out, and certainly Stewie will have called that in on the radio, saying, "Hold on, they may actually be backing out." Bomb is making his way back, and look at where Fur is. He can maybe catch him. He must have heard Skadoodle running a little bit there. And Tarek on the other side. They're not reacting well to this right now, MiBR. I feel like they have the information. Fur going to get the kill on Golden, but that's not the bomb. And now Tarek trying to get back into position. Almost got his face taken off by the truck. That would have been very dangerous if he had kept pushing it. And Fur holding main. This is an absolutely obscure round right now in MiBR. 4-on-4. They're regrouping back down the middle, leaving Fur to hold this part of the map. And he's probably confused about why no one's come here. Why has no one gone in main? People always do that.
It's because they know he's on the flank. He has the 1 kill, so they realize it. Tarek has blinded himself. This is tense. This is what I was talking about. It's almost a save situation, but you just can't give it up. Skadoodle with 1 on highway. Flicks up above to Tarek as well. And Fur's going to be forced away. It's going to be another round for Cloud9. And Cold Zera, yes, he might get away with the op, but he's going to stick around, go for more kills, and he's got that flick. It's so critical he saves this op. He can drop 1 weapon over to a teammate in the next round, and those will be the only 2 weapons they can fight with.
That was such a crazy round. It really looked like MiBR had the information, but they just couldn't find the right position.
It's a weird thing where, yeah, Stewie spots that they're boosting back out, but it turns into a mind game because they know he saw that as well. And I think MiBR was kind of rotating and gambling a little bit that if they were going to go to A, they'd run into Fur.
Yes.
Because he was pushed up in A main, but instead they fall back and go up highway, which is the only seam that's available to them considering Tarek was falling back past truck to go towards connector.
Yeah, I think you're right. But what a way to play that second round in overtime. Third round now, double AWP, C-set 75, 5-7, and an MP9, and very limited on the utility. So this is rough. 3 people without any head armor, and Fallen's still going to win the fight on automatic. Going aggressive through Squeak almost.
That's kind of, yeah. That's why you're not an in-game leader.
That's one reason. There are a lot of other reasons.
You would have put 3 people there. Ooh, good trade. But again, I mean, you mentioned it. Some of the aggression that we've seen from MiBR has been those individual plays, and there's another one where just no one there to spot for Fur. Surely desperate with pistols and an SMG, but he had no idea it was coming. coldzera has an op inside the B bomb site and a Molotov. He's going to get tested again.
Yep, and the problem is they do have grenades on the Cloud9 side, so if this was just a free shot, if they had no grenades, sure, he could probably get 2, and then that would be enough for the after plant, but this is going to be a little bit tricky, I think. Molotov to his one side, and if they land one good flashbang on him, they're going to be so close. I'm actually surprised again that he's got so much space to work with, and the Molotov has disappeared, so very sloppy effort of Cloud9. Once they put the grenade down, it's probably time to go. Stico's going to be out of the round now. It's a 3-on-4, and coldzera trying to reposition himself, going to win that fight against Skadoodle. That's a really big double, and the flick almost connecting with Golden, shooting him in the shoulder instead. He's down and out after Stewie picks up the kill, and now Rush 1 versus 3, getting shot at the back, and Tarek will end him. So MiBR finally, after losing what? That's 10 rounds in a row if you count regulation, or like 9? Yeah, 9 rounds in a row.
9 or 10, yeah, something around that. That's tough, and it's one where they have double ops and 2 pistols and an SMG, so it's not even the greatest of buys. Cloud9 did him a couple favors. I guess they didn't expect there to be a double op. They knew there'd be at least one, but you know, automatic just kind of crouch peeks into falling in those A-halls and taking the B bomb site. It's led the way with someone crouch sliding into coldzera's crosshairs with the op. So not exactly exerting all the pressure you'd like to on those players.
Yeah. They lost 7 in regulation and 2 in overtime. So yeah, that would be 9 rounds. And that's a long losing streak to go on. That doesn't happen that much.
No, I mean, it's just wild to think it all happened once they got to 15. You know, they were stuck on 15 for so long.
Now Cloud9 need 2 rounds to bring us to map number 3, or MiBR need 3 in a row with no. When they can do that, they got 10 rounds on their T side, so it's absolutely possible.
We got the double op setup coming out for the CTs again, although this time there's an amendment. Skadoodle and Automatic aren't buying kits. Automatic didn't buy head armor as well.
Well, you know they're not going to have SMGs, so I guess, in a sense, in most situations, it doesn't really matter. Automatic trying this, he did it last time. And Fallen gonna catch him. That smoke almost becomes a bit of an indication that something is up, you know? As soon as you see it, you think, okay, someone might be sneaking through. Oh. That's a problem. They have
blood splatter, yeah.
Yeah, the blood spatter. Unless you're like me and you obsessively spam hot clear decals when, or are clear decals when you...
When you play?
Yeah, I do that.
All right. That is a bit weird. A bit weird.
I think at one point I had it bound to jump, so every time I jumped it cleared the decal.
You're a loser. 3 players outside of the B-bomb site. coldzera, Stewie, and Fallen. Fur and Tarek are waiting as well. Here we go. Stewie's going to enter in through the smoke. Stico waiting, and he's just going to burn. I guess Stewie just didn't realize the floor was lava.
Exactly right. He should have read that.
What is this aggressiveness from Stico? He seems so confused whether he wants to be aggressive or not.
Yeah, slightly schizophrenic in the corner, and he's just completely locked in. I don't know how he even lives through that first part of it. That's incredible. 3 on 4 though, and with 28 seconds and that Molotov again burning Skadoodle again, the float shot.
He didn't. He was so blind. This round is insanity. Great Molotov flashbang conversations. I mean, whatever it is, combinations, not conversations.
Maybe we need to update the flowchart to have, can you see that you're in the fire?
Yeah.
So that might be
add one more step.
Another branch in the flowchart, I feel like. Because obviously that was it. You don't want to stand inside of it. Rush is going to be going down. Does not get to save anything. And the score is tied up 17-17. I feel like people have taken an enormous amount of damage from Molotovs in this, across this best of 3.
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
I'm just making it up, but
I think we've just seen it a number of times recently, so you have that whole recency bias going on.
That could be. Is that a real thing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
17-17, Anders. No double up setup this time. Skadoodle's got 1.
Cloud9, yeah, they've spent all of their money in this round.
I was going to say, probably trying to save as much money as possible. It doesn't matter. They're just sitting at like 300. So Rush is the only one at the A bomb site, and it feels like this is going to be a contact play. Fallen in A main with a pop flash I think they're just going to come right through this. Yeah, Stewie's got his back turn. He's gotten over to forklift. Rush saw it. He's got teammates coming over, but one's already dead. That's Fur down. Or Fur to get the first kill, and now they need to back away. Cloud9 need to save these weapons. They need whatever they can to fight with, and Skadoodle's even burning more fire damage for your bias. Build it up, baby, but...
So eventually it's not bias, Moses.
It's just reality.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're playing in overtime, especially considering the route that they had to get to actually get into overtime, it's so disappointing you play around like this where you get no say in it, right? It's just done in like a couple of seconds. You're like, oh, guess we back off.
I mean, they had a say. You know, maybe you just shouldn't get your head banged off.
Yeah, that's your advice.
That's the advice. Maybe have a flowchart. If you make a 9-round comeback to force overtime, don't get your head banged off.
All right. Is there ever a reasonable time to do that, though? Is there a time when it's acceptable? If you're in the lead, you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're just proving a point. If you need to die before time runs out.
Listen, I feel like your flowcharts are going to be... I don't think
it needs polishing. It's
okay, we'll work on it.
So MiBR is at least ensured double OT. Playing for the win, and they have the advantage. They have an AWP to go up against on Skadoodle, the M4 that was saved. 2 CZs. I think Rush is going to have an SMG, and then a Deagle.
It's definitely something.
All 10 players have over 20 kills, really.
That is... No, it's not quite true, is it?
No, it's not.
Did you just make that up?
I saw it on the screen, so I just apparently threw production under the bus.
Maybe you misread it.
Maybe I did. I might have done that as well.
Oh, trying again. This is what Fallen did, and he made it work. Skadoodle almost just lost his life doing it. And Fur, it looks like he actually wants to catch him, but he does stay around on his side of the map. That could have been... I don't know. If Skadoodle goes down like that with the 1 AWP they have, that's heartbreaking.
Well, they didn't want to disappoint you without ever being aggressive.
No, I'm glad. I still encourage them to do that, but...
So 1 player indoors, Stewie making noise. Pop flash in, Rush with the peek, and Stewie read that. He saw that coming. He was ready for the flashbang. He was ready for the door to open. 5 on 4. AWP still on the board in Skadoodle's hands. He's just a turret in mid at the moment, watching for anyone to come out the main choke point. Cold's Air is going to be boosted up, so Skadoodle's going to get some action his way. You almost feel like he's going to have to fight for it if they do come out. He needs to get some kills for his teammate. He's got one of the weapons that's going to dictate whether Cloud9 fail in this comeback in a heartbreaking fashion.
You almost feel like with the weaponry, that's exactly what's about to happen. 30 seconds. They are all grouped up on the side, except for Stiko, but they've got a good stack of people on this side. Let's see what can happen. C-set 75. Skadoodle gonna pick up the kill on Tarik. That's a good beginning, and Golden to follow up, but they're still losing players, and Golden getting shot in the back by Fur. 3 versus 1. They could have put up a defense, but in the end, they just did not have the weapons to take that long of a fight, and Stiko very much exposed in the middle. They know where he's coming from. They've got it all lined up. So for all the effort that was put in here to it by Cloud9 to get into overtime, they're just a little while away. It might still have been just a bit too much. MiBR looking very good here in maybe the final round. Stiko up on the high ground. He's really trying to take this fight, but Fur will take him out of the sky. And that will be 19-17, and MiBR make it through after a scary map 2.
Well, when you need a round to close out this map, you